I'm Big Daddy Russ Horton, along with Leah Lightwood.
Hello, everybody. We have Aaron Nagy here, president of the Georgetown Raiders Club.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
It's nice. I've met him so many times, but it's nice to actually get him on camera because this man never stops. You know, he's the president of the Georgetown Raiders, and this is a big, about a 10-minute info pack on what the Raiders are doing, where the Raiders are headed, and we look forward to another good year too.
Well, and the other thing is that part of this is we want to get to know who the president of the Georgetown Raiders are. Of course, it's a team that's been here for many years, and yeah, we want to really amp this up and get this season going where it really needs to go.
But we do need more cowbell and we need more Acton dinner jackets. They're the plaid jackets that we're trying to get going now. That is something we're going to do in the future. And we're going to be hanging around some games this year, talking to the fans in the stands as well. But Aaron Nagy, we talk about him, but who is Aaron Nagy? Where are you from? Where were you born? Where'd you get the hook into hockey? Tell us about yourself.
I was born in Welland, Ontario.
Okay.
Grew up in Port Colborne. Was on skates probably by the time I was 2 years old. Played hockey for a long time. Was fortunate enough to play university hockey, play in the OHL, and then played professional for a couple of years. And I went overseas as well. But then right after that, I went back to university to do a master's program, and then started working in hockey for CCM Hockey. So I've been working professionally in hockey, since 1999. So I was with CCM Hockey for about 14 years, lived over in Moscow with the family for a couple of years.
Did you really?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting.
That was interesting.
I can imagine it would be.
And then after that, I worked for close to 7 years with Newport Sports Management, representing NHL players. And
Wow.
so now I've been with the Georgetown Raiders for about 3 years.
And things are going well this year. We're off to a little bit of a slow start, but we'll get and it was nice to be. Was it we beat the other night? It was Burlington.
Burlington.
Yeah, and I hesitated there for a second because I know they knocked us out last year.
They did.
But we've always got that grudge, a friendly one,
Yep.
against Burlington. Did you want to ask him anything?
Well, yeah, over the last 5 years, you and I had a conversation recently talking about how things have gone since approximately 5 years ago coming forward. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about the changes and what's come since then.
Yeah, over the last, I guess as I said, Georgetown's always been a perennial contender, and there's a rich history in town. And then I guess about 5 years ago, there were just some changes within the league, financially, monetary for the players. And then there was a change in coaching at the time as well. Greg Walters, who was here for a long time, went up to the OHL. And then we've had a couple changes, and then obviously COVID hit, right? So that really set everything back.
Yeah.
But as of last year, we brought in a new GM, Mike Dukeshire. He was fortunate enough to actually win General Manager of the Year for the league. And we brought in a new coach, Sean Snyder, and he was a finalist for Coach of the Year. And I guess it was my first full season in the league, and was a nominee and finalist for Executive of the Year. So
beautiful.
we had a great staff in hockey operations. We also have Paul Ferry, who's been a strength trainer in the NHL. He was on board as of last year as well, and we ended up finishing with the second best record in the last 9 years in Georgetown.
Beautiful.
So that was great. We got to the second round of the playoffs. As you said, unfortunately we got beat out by Burlington, but overall it was a fantastic year. We've got 6 players that have now gone on to the NCAA. One player went back up to the OHL, so it was just an overall great year for us last year.
Well, last year was an exciting year, especially during the playoffs there. And especially that series against Burlington, because it was so close. And we want to get into some of the stuff we want to talk about is the consumption of beer, and that is actually coming tonight, beginning tonight with tonight's game.
Tonight. So that has been a long process. And we're very excited to serve beer here in the Alcott Hall.
Call a taxi.
First time tonight.
Call a taxi, yes.
Absolutely. All the signs will be posted.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just, if you look at some of our competitors in the league, some of the other teams, that is a bit of a draw, right? If you're able to come and have a beverage
Oh, yeah,
at
of
the game and
course.
enjoy hockey, brings the community together as well.
I think beer and hockey have always gone together since I remember being a little girl with my dad. That was always, always, you know. Maybe you can tell us a little about the team. Of course, has been volunteering and helping out in community. And tonight we're actually we're working with the team in order to collect food donations for Thanksgiving coming up. But there's other events coming up too. Maybe you can tell us a little bit going forward what other events are happening.
Over the last couple weekends, our players volunteered at the beer festival in town. They also helped out with Tour the Hills.
Yes, they did. That was right.
And then we also did this year we've started up something new with the Halton Hills Thunder, like a mentorship program. So we were there last weekend. It was the mini Tots Day and the mini Thunder Day.
Beautiful.
So all the young kids, I think it was between the ages of 5 to 7, we were there, and there were some ice cream bars involved. And
You know what's really fun is
out,
the play-by-play up above. And the kids, the Thunder, the team, the entire team, they come in their jerseys to watch the Raiders play.
Absolutely.
They're big brothers around the ice.
Yeah, and we saw that last year. We saw the support in the playoffs. Attendance throughout last year, again, was the first full season after COVID. It was decent during the course of the regular season, but then once we got into the playoffs, we were averaging close to 600 fans a game, and it was just outstanding. All the Thunder jerseys, the Twister jerseys, and the the Hurricanes jerseys. So it was just.
Well, this town is a hockey town. I'm sure that you know the history of some of the people that have come out of here. The Popeil family, for one, and of course the guy that used to be on Hockey Night in Canada one time, Bob. For the life of me, I can't remember his name now. Alzheimer's is setting in.
That's all right. We'll keep going here because Aaron doesn't have a lot of time, so we got to keep moving.
We got to keep going. Okay,
so there was another thing that we also talked about is the fact that there's players that are available for appearances as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So if you're, I guess, whether it's a school or a charity or anything like that, you'd like to have some players out for appearances. Like I said, over the last couple weekends we did that, and our players are available for that.
Yep.
Are they available for interviews with us?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We should come
Yeah,
in.
we've got lots to talk about with Aaron as time goes.
Yeah.
We'll deal with that later.
So, and then coming up over the next several weekends, so we're into October tomorrow. So if you look at our games, like the 7th, the 14th, the 21st, the 28th, we have all of our rivalry nights. So we have Milton, Oakville, Burlington, Brantford coming up. So those are going to be big games. We're going to have a Halloween night. So all the young kids wear your costumes on October 28th. Then once we get into November, we've got our Remembrance Day game on November 11th.
Beautiful.
To honor the veterans. Tonight we've got Truth and Reconciliation, so we're recognizing that. And then on November 18th, that's a really big one. That is the day of the Santa Claus parade here in town.
Yes.
So we're going to be doing our annual teddy bear toss, where our first goal, all the kids throw the teddy bears on the ice and we collect those. We've got Georgetown Chev, that's a sponsor for us for that event.
Amazing.
And then we are walking the parade afterwards. Hopefully we'll have Darth Raider, our mascot, again.
Yes.
And we'll also be supporting the Angel Project that night as well. Our goaltender for the last 2 years, Mikhail Kingo, his mother, Lizette Kingo, is part of that.
Yeah, we were talking about that. It's beautiful.
And Becky Keller's involved.
And all of the sponsors that you have, they have so much fun working with the Raiders. Harvey's, I know Swiss Chalet as well.
Yeah.
Well,
we urge the local community and the business community to get involved with our team and get involved with this.
Well, and this is the thing. So here's the thing. I think we've talked about this, and there are some more sponsors needed. So I think we've talked about it, and what we're going to do is with the Halton Hills online radio, with Rush, Lee, Amanda, and all of us that work together, we're looking to help out the Raiders as well as help out local businesses. And in order to do so, what we're asking is in return of a sponsorship to the Georgetown Raiders, we on the radio will speak with you regarding a timeline to sponsor your business, both on the radio, on social media, the various ways that we do things for a period of time going forward. So, you'll have whatever benefits plus
a lot of
what
coverage,
we do.
and we reach close to 50,000 people?
We have about
On
50,000
the talent cell
reach
alone.
with, well, just with the various
Everything.
social media.
I mean, we've
It's-
got so much social media, it's incredible.
Yeah,
But is there anything else we want to add before we go?
I'm not sure, Aaron, how about you?
Anything you want to add?
Well, like I said, Georgetown's always been a perennial contender. We've got a rich history here. So I remember last year in the Santa Claus Parade, some people didn't realize which league we played in, and they thought we might have been a high school team. So it's our job to try and educate maybe some of the new people to town. And some of the new people coming to Canada, that this is a great event to come out to and support the local community with a great sport.
Well, the OJHL, and then it's the OHL, and then it's the NHL, or the American.
Well,
Hockey
and the
League.
thing is what people that are new coming into town may not realize, we've had not only referees, but many players that have been involved in one way or another with the upper leagues, especially NHL.
Yeah.
Right, so we really want to continue helping our local and people on the team,
Exactly.
right?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's a community thing, and it should be. You know, the Raiders, when I was a kid, they used to line up around the corner remember? In the old, at the old Memorial Arena, lined up around the corner, there I was with my dad, waiting to watch the men, especially if Milton came to town, my God.
Absolutely.
Aaron, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you both for the support, and thanks to the community, and love to see you out here at the Elcott and enjoy great sport, and now have some beverages.
Most definitely.
And we need some cowbells, please.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you again soon.